I'm lost, like hardcore lost right now.
Okay, let's go. Get ready to go over these.
I'm gonna read my.
Today we're going to, after the bell work, I'm going to collect your assignments from yesterday if you didn't turn it in yesterday.
Assignments?
The assignments from yesterday. And then we're going to talk about histograms and have another assignment on histograms for today. Okay, so number one, what's that equation going to be for number one? Carson?
I don't know. Ooh,
Put in y equals mx plus b.
I don't know which one goes where. Me neither.
Okay, y always goes in the same place.
So yeah, y's first, and then equals, and then number, and then x, and then plus, and then another number.
Okay, so what multiplies by x in that word problem?
125, 36, 5.
Oh my god.
Okay, so you got it, David? The equation for number one?
Dr. Crandall needs that too. No, I'm just raising my hand.
You got it, Sierra? Tell us what it is. Y equals 5x plus 125.
That's what I got.
Okay, and so if x is 36, like it says up here, how much did she spend at the tennis club? Zoe?
No, $305.
$305.
$205.
$305. Okay, number two, which function has a negative slope? Which one has a negative slope?
Dr. Crandall, please call me.
No.
Me?
Yeah.
B.
No.
What? It's definitely B. You're not gonna jive me with this one.
Definitely not.
Definitely not.
Are you?
It's definitely A, because you have to put it in y equals mx plus b form.
Give me with my words.
So we're going to subtract the x from both sides. Over here we're going to add
Hey.
the x to both sides. So A is going to have a negative x plus 4.
Ha, joke's on you, I actually picked
B
A.
is going to have x plus 7.
I just
So
wanted to make sure that B was wrong.
A is negative. Number 3, using this table, what can you determine about the effect gender has on whether your ears are pierced, Bailey?
What was the question?
Read it. Number 3.
Females are more likely to have their ears pierced than males.
Yes, females are more likely to have their ears pierced than males. That's the way it used to be. That's the way it used to be. Okay, so that was back in those days before
Dr. Crandall, do you have
Stephen got his ears pierced, you know. Number 4, if you have a correlation coefficient of negative 0.8, what can you say about that kind of correlation coefficient? What can you say about that kind of correlation coefficient, Donovan? And there's more that we can say about it than just that it's negative.
That's a negative correlation.
Does it go down by much?
We had a word that went with that when we learned these. Okay. Zoe, you remember it?
It's an almost perfect negative correlation.
No. Well, it's close, but there's a specific term we use with that. When it's in the range of 0.7 to 1.
If you told us, we'd know.
Okay. I did tell you
You told us again.
during the first quarter when we studied this.
Oh, yeah.
That was the first quarter, it's the third.
Okay.
I remember.
If I can remember what I said back then, you certainly should be able to.
No. I barely remember what I had for dinner last night.
All right, it's a strong negative.
I spaced out staring at my
Strong. Remember we had
No.
strong if it was between 0.7 and 1 or negative 0.7 and negative 1. Strong positive, strong negative. And number 5, Aaron, cat number 5.
I don't know it.
Okay, what's the equation to solve number 5?
Up there.
Just say it.
250,000 in parentheses 1 minus 0.12 and then x1 and 5.
You're so smart,
You had to, because it depreciates, we're going to subtract the rate from 1 instead of adding the rate. Because depreciate means go down. Okay, so when we subtract that, we get negative, or we get a 0.88 to the 5th power. And subtract that from 250,000. So you guys are going to need to work that one out and get it on your bell work. I'm not going to give you the answer. Okay, so that's part of your assignment. Okay, anybody that has their paper from yesterday that they want to turn in? That was the one on the dot plots and line plots. Okay, I passed a whole lot of these back yesterday for failing.
What?
Oh, you didn't pass one back.
Could you turn it in at like the last second?
No, I didn't.
David. Realize. Checking right there.
Have a holly jolly Christmas. It's the best time of the year.
You look nice.
Say hello to the friends you know.
First class. Where you're trying to get out of your desk and no. Carson, do you remember that? Remember Tyler trying to get up like really fast in the desk? No, you have to do it.
I'm not taking
We're in
that.
David first, don't miss the
I checked the other one because the last one where it was the line plot, a lot of people like to put dots.
Excellent.
Okay, histograms.
Instagram?
Histograms. Histograms.
I was like, why are we learning about Instagram? I already have that. I feel like it's more than Snapchat.
Pretty good, David.
Well, this is literally that's I would give it to you, but I'll let you know. Double minutes.
Okay, with a histogram you actually a lot of times make 2 charts. This is the type of chart. This is going to be your histogram chart. The other one that you oftentimes will make is one that shows the frequency. You'll have 1, 10. Okay, if I want to make a histogram on school absences, okay, so I have a group of students, and they're really, some of them are really good about coming to school, and some of them are like you guys,
Like you guys.
okay? So Look at all the empty seats today.
One. Wait, wow, that you miss.
All right, so we have,
I was sure it was empty too.
guys, we have a student that's been absent 9 days.
Really? Hunter. Hunter.
Hunter doesn't even go to school anymore.
Okay, then we have another student that's been absent 12 days.
That Hunter.
Hunter.
And then we have the really attentive student. He's only been absent 0 days.
That's me.
He's going for that perfect attendance certificate at the end of the year that they gave you guys when you were in grade school, but I don't know that they do it in high school.
I got one of those in primary school. I didn't know you were so
Okay.
nine.
So, then we also have the almost good student that's been there. He's only been absent 1 day because he's got a doctor's appointment.
I've been absent 3 days.
And then we have the student that always sits in the back of the room,
Gone.
and he's been absent 36 days,
That's definitely not.
okay?
Celebrate.
Then we have the one over here on this side,
Tyler.
okay? She's been absent 22 days,
Zoe.
okay? So, then we have the kid that's on the football team and the basketball team and the baseball team.
Carson.
And so, he's been absent 47 days from class.
Got covered director.
Okay, so, let's see, what else? And then we've got the guy that just, kind of comes to school when he feels like it. So he's only been absent
Hunter.
Tyler.
18 days.
Yeah. Oh, no. It's only 18 days.
Okay. Remembering that you're allowed to be absent 10 days each semester.
So,
Okay.
I think
only
that's
3.
And then, I almost forgot about you back there. Let's see, what are we at about?
Like 80. I had 72 this last quarter, so.
81 days.
70.
He's just cheating.
I was not from school for a while.
Okay, so,
That's 30 days.
which is okay. That's kind of my attendance record when I went to school.
81?
Abs.
Horrible.
So now
Yes.
now I've got my group of data, so I want to plot it in a histogram. So I've got 9, that goes in here. I've got 12 goes here. 0, I'm not recording that.
That needs to go a bit higher.
Okay, 1, 36, 22, 47's out of my range, 81's out of my range, 18. Okay, so now I know how many occurrences I have, so for 1 to 10 I have 2. Or 11 to 20, I've got 2. 21 to 30, I've only got 1.
And one.
And 1. And I'm done.
Easy peasy.
I made my histogram graph.
That's easy.
Okay? So, not too awfully difficult, not hard like the dot plots and line plots were yesterday.
So, we have to work.
Okay? So, we're gonna do an exercise and see if we are capable of doing these on our own.
I'll do a little bit.
Okay? And you're gonna have time to take them home because it's a half day, so.
yes, I'm so happy.
We have 7 minutes.